Yeah. Oh God, I forgot. I'm reviewing. Well, we of course have something to talk about because involving most of what I've seen over the last remainder of my patience. AEW has a vast array of talent in their roster, but I could say some are impressive. The what most are like unappealing, and some barely are in the roster that could really pop a number in my opinion. Because now we got Sting, we have the Team Taz. I like Cody is at least implicated as a top guy, even though he's not even challenging for the world title. You have Chris Jericho and his faction, even though Chris Jericho carries the entire thing. Matt Hardy, even though he's having worse feuds than how he was treated in his his fourth stint in WWE at this point. And all I've been seeing is just some way to rag on All Elite Pro Wrestling. Don't put it the wrong way. I would love AEW to be one of the best things going in professional wrestling, is one of the major alternatives out of any other fed. But when it comes to like some of the roster choices, you put Cody and the Young Bucks over executive positions over one being a jobber and two being like underrated hardcore rip off rock and roll. Oh God, the Young Bucks. Oh shit. So one of the guys they did hire was a guy that I know called Joey Janela. Now Joey Janela is like many things. He's not talented at any semblance of the mean. But then we can be like, oh David, he's an indie darling. He has nothing. His build looks terrible. He can barely sell most of his hardcore stints he even had. Like, the biggest semblance of exposure the dude had was getting beaten the crap out of by Kenny Omega and John Moxley. And now he comes around losing his hot girlfriend to flip. Oh my god. Um. Oh my god. A guy literally skinnier than her. I mean, skinnier than her in general, from England, and he's also a minute jobber by a guy that's bigger and cooler than him, but he's a gamer. But yeah, since he lost his girlfriend, he tags with Sunny Kiss now, having these sus entrances. His matches always suck with him minute selling crappy super kicks, dumb superplexes with no unique moveset. The guy barely has over a character. He comes around with hairstyles that look dumb like a girl. He has no dude. The guy has no build. I don't know what a bad boy. He says I'm a bad boy, like he takes it up the butt. Like I've seen bad gimmicks, but at least or bad characters, but at least they have compelling looks, or at least an interesting wrestling arsenal that can make me ignore that for the time being. I don't want to see Joey Janela in my show, and this probably is just a personal gripe, bro. And yeah, I've seen worse wrestlers, but Joey Janela is one of those worst wrestlers. If you have any specific reason why a dude like this is gotten so bad to lose his own girlfriend and still working the same fed with his ex, with her current boyfriend, tagging around with some tranny dude, no disrespect, Sonny Kiss, but you're not it, even in the mainstream wrestling world. While AEW, even inclusive as they are, they will never push you. And it's just a matter of a fact. You guys are indie CZW comedic trash, fat, losing freaks that have, like, no character. And that's obligated over to at least some, like, potential in giving you guys at least a semblance of a gimmick. Other than Joey Jalen is just a bad boy from New Jersey. How? And Sunny Kiss is just there. Some femme fatale dude gimmick with somehow an ass that he works in the middle of his ring, and he have like 20-minute matches with the previous TNT champion and Chris Jericho and Jake Hager, and they're still being subjugated to be taken seriously as hardcore competitors. They're just not as good as some of the guys on the top of the card. It's just dumb of an excuse. You might be thinking I'm being way too rude, but you know it's true because you guys barely see them on television or bring them up in the conversation, so take it as you will. I'm just gonna be honest. Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss should be released. Especially Joey Janela. At least there's some potential, I guess you can do with Sonny Kiss with some semblance of a gimmick. Joey Janela as well because he looks like crap, and he seems to want to focus on his promos, but he can't really speak that well or be He tried to do something over with Kip Sabian, trying to speak over him being the top guy or something like that. So forcible, trying to speak in the outsider terms, and it just looks so forcefully cringe because he can't really be that compelling of an actor. So that wouldn't even work, and it just looks trash. So if I were you, I would just release the guy, save up the money. I don't know who the acclaimed are, Anthony Bowens. Try to release them too, because some of these guys don't belong here, all because you guys are good friends with them. You need legit dudes on your roster. Don't play with yourself. Joey Janela is just fitting over a spot. Because if I had them on a universe mode, I would release so many guys. But Joey Janela is one of them, in my opinion. That's a coming from me. If you guys want me to rag over more professional wrestlers other than AEW guys, just comment down in the comment section below. Or other than that, I'm just going to pick somebody else. That's it for me.